Yeah, so it's the big question is whether we can reduce this 2 weeks quarantine period by testing. The answer is it is really difficult. Now, faster testing is undoubtedly beneficial. The problem is that we have to keep remembering is that somebody can get infected maybe the day before they travel and not test positive for a week or even 10 days, and then they will become positive and become infectious. So you can see that if you tested them at the airport when they travel, it's not going to tell you that they're going to become positive and become infectious a few days later. And that's the difficulty. So then you start looking into repeat testing and other things. And at some point, it becomes simpler just to stick to something like a 2-week quarantine.
Interesting to hear you say that, because this comes as reports suggest the UK government is considering this two-test model, similar to what we saw in Iceland, which has been successful for that nation, where effectively one test is taken at a facility on arrival into the United Kingdom, and then a confirmatory test is taken a few days later. So in your view, this system wouldn't work in the United Kingdom?
So it could work, but the essential thing is that second test. So the first test at the airport is relatively easy to imagine because logistically people are waiting at an airport. It's just one additional check to add to that things, maybe when you're waiting for your baggage or whatever, or your passport. The difficulty is then, 4 or 5 days later, you have to remember to get tested. You have to go to a testing place. And so it can be done, but it's still a difficult thing to do. And that second test is essential because what that will do is pick up people who were testing negative but already starting to be infected when they actually traveled. Maybe they picked it up even during travel. And a week or two later, they will be fully infectious. So it can be done, but it's not as easy as it seems at first sight.